What's up everyone, WizardKen here with another World of Tanks video. Now today we're going to be showing the map view of what I use, what's my strategy on all the maps. Now we're going to be starting with the newer maps and then working our ways down to some of the older maps like Sandy River and stuff like that. Reason why I'm starting with the newer ones is because they're new and people are still trying to learn how to do these maps, how to work them and stuff like that. So that's why we're going to start with these. You guys know I've wanted to do this for a while and I finally figured out a way to do it. I've watched some other YouTubers do this for the PC version. Unfortunately, you PC users, this is just for the 360 guys. Reason why is because 360 players like to play things differently than the PC version. I've noticed that a lot. I've had to relearn the game with the 360. So any of you guys that have played the PC version and then started playing the 360, you know what I mean. Anyways, first of all, remember, these are my strategies. This is what I use to go through different maps. They may or may not work for you, so don't get pissed at me if it doesn't work for you. Everybody plays differently, but these are what I use. This is what I do, and I'm still what, 55-60% win ratio, so it works for me. Even by myself, these strategies work. What I mean by myself, when I'm not platooning. The second thing is also, and the main factor of all of this is your teammates. So, you know, if I tell you to come all the way down to this building section down here, and if your teammate or follow you, then this is a good area to go. But if you're in the game and no one follows after you, then don't go there. Okay, you're gonna have to find your own ways around, and that's what we're going to talk about. Just the different areas that you can and can't go with certain tanks and stuff like that. We're basically just going to be covering the heavy tanks. We'll talk a little bit of the light and medium tanks because this is a very small map and they are great for spotting in this area. And we'll also show little spots that Artie might sit and stuff like that. But mostly we're going to be focusing on what you could do with a heavy tank. And you medium tankers can use this strategy too, and your light tanks. But mostly what I'm going to be drawing on here is what the heavy tanks and mediums and lights should be pretty much doing. So anyways, let's talk about your areas of danger. Okay, your spot zones that are bad. Now this is a very small map. Most, I think, tier 7 and up, medium and light tanks can see all the way to the ends of each side pretty easily as long as they have an open sight. So that's one thing you have to worry about, and that's where I'm going to start marking the danger zones. Okay, so if you're a heavy tank, this area right through here is very dangerous. Okay, now I'm sorry, I'm using my mouse. I did have a drawing pad, but for some reason it wanted to glitch out on me when I recorded this the first time, so I'm going back through and doing this with my mouse. So I'm like, wee. Now light tanks, man, this is your spots here. Looking down these areas in between the tracks, you can see all the way down. You can spot everybody, get those spot points. Okay, especially if Artie starts shooting right off the bat, you know, you can get some good spot points right through here. Okay, there is like a little wall right here that you may or may not be able to see over, but if you shoot at it, you'll be able to see all the way down. Okay, all the way down through here. But heavy tanks, this is the areas you do not want to be in. Okay, this area too, you do not want to be in these open areas. There's no coverage, there's nothing you can hide behind. Artie has easy access points, maybe not so much in the train area, but in these open areas they can see you, hit you, and it's not the greatest. Also, heavies, unless you have to, stay out of this area. Okay, it is not one of the safe zones either. You can play a little bit in this area, and you can play a little bit down through here where these buildings are. I'm sorry, my freaking boxes suck, and I should just use the box mode on my editor, but you know what, screw it, we're gonna do freehand. So this big area heavies can play in, but you still have to watch out. There are some spots that you can be spotted and shot, like right through here. Let's see, right through here you can be spotted pretty well, all the way up through to this house right up in here. You also can be spotted through this way, so anybody sitting back here can spot you up through here. So these aren't the greatest spots to be going with heavy tanks. Sitting back here is okay, but you still, you know, there's not a lot of coverage that's easy to get through without being seen in one way or another. So anyways, on to the next part. So starting at the top, green map. So starting on the green map, okay? The green map. The green flag. Starting on the green flag, I usually like to go right through these houses, right through here, and go through this area and eventually end up near this street or in this area into this first area right through here. Okay, we're gonna draw it right through there. I like hiding in there, looking around, seeing if anybody comes up through this area, up through this street. You can't really get through. I think there's a way through here, but I can't remember. But anyways, this is a good spot to sit. Okay, this is our S spot. This is our, yeah, it looks like a number 5. Stupid drawing. I suck. Anyways, this is our main area. We'll just put an X there. Fine. Draw it in. Woo. Our main area where we want to watch and stuff like that. Reason I sit there is most of the time I have medium tanks or light tanks that come with me, and they're spotting the enemy that is popping up through this way and this way, and then I can readjust myself in this area or come out to these roads and readjust attack in what place I want to go at. Especially if the flag on a counter battle is right there, you've got great access to poke out, shoot around the corner, come back in if you have to. You got some great spots to shoot through here, and plus you have a couple of different exits if someone comes in. Now this area up here, I saved this for last. When our team's getting overrun and there's no one else out there, there's maybe me and a couple guys, but we're pretty overrun. This is your fallback point, okay? We're gonna consider that the fallback points. Reason why is you can hide in these areas and someone's gonna come up through the road we were showing that we would travel down, and you could spot them and shoot them from these ways right here through these areas. They're not gonna see you until they're already gone through. Now I'm telling you, 99% of the time people don't stop to look through these corners to make sure no one's there. Unless they know you went through there, they're gonna keep going and try to find Artie somewhere up through here. Okay, and you have a perfect chance to shoot them in the side, track them, and keep shooting them. Plus you can angle yourself to just shoot, you know, especially after you track them and stuff like that. So, but this is the main area I like to play with heavy tanks. It's right through here. Once you start pushing the team back or the other team starts falling back, I'll show you that route. Alright, so now we've pushed back majority of the team. Okay, where do we go? Well, you could go through this way, okay, but that's kind of like death row still, because if they have a tank destroyer right here, you don't really want to mess with that, okay? And plus then, you know, you can only back up, you know, right here. You can't go this way because this is going to be in the open area also, and Artie can hit you. The safest route that I like to go is right through here. I'll stop, angle myself, especially because I'll probably spot if anybody's right here. But I'll stop, angle myself to look down right through here, right through this area, and then I'll continue either to go down through this and end up in this boxed area, because a lot of people like to hide in there too. I've even seen Artie hide in there. Or I'll come down here and then enter this boxed area, because I already know my spot range. I should have been able to see through here. Sometimes I might not, depending if they have camo nets or not. But majority of the time I should be able to spot through here and then come in here and take out anybody that's in here. Now this is a good spot for your team to set up to start going in the flank and different things like that, because if their team's smart, they're gonna come down to this soccer field and hold it there, because they have multiple spots to shoot from. Okay, they have multiple ways to get in and out and shoot if they need to. Okay, now my team, what I usually try to get them to do is come through here, come down, come through there, and come through here, because they can't cover these angles right through here because it's blocked off a little bit. So coming through here, and while you know this bad guy is focusing on your buddy, you can come in and shoot him in his side, track him, kill him that way. Or say there's no one here, your buddy can come in down through here and shoot this guy that's right through here, There's just multiple ways in that you can take out the guys. But also the reason why I like coming this side over here is just to make sure I didn't miss Artie that could be sitting here. And then I start working my way to the flag. Now, starting on the red flag, okay, pretty much it's the same thing, same strategy. Is basically cutting through here, coming up, and sitting in this boxed area right here. And letting my medium and light tanks spot anybody they can, and then I'll readjust myself. I still never come out this way unless I can angle myself to shoot at somebody down through here, especially the flags right here on a counter battle. But if not, I usually stay here and I pop in and out, and then say a light tank comes up through here, didn't spot anything, and he cuts across. At least then I know I can exit here and then kind of use this building right here for cover, to peek around this corner, and then eventually come into here, because usually my team's coming up this way and they're coming up to attack or coming to get the flag, and the enemy team is coming down through here, and once they find our guys, they're going to come this way, okay, and these guys in here are going to start coming out this way to shoot. They're not going to be paying attention to the area you're going in, and 99% of the time I catch people off guard through here. That's why I track them, I hurt them. May or may not kill him, but still, you can get some decent points coming through here. And plus, I forgot to say, when you come down this way from the green flag to come down and across, these are great spots to keep Artie off your ass, because there's buildings there that'll block them from lobbing from over through here. The only way they could get you is if they're parked right in this bottom corner. So, you know, and that's pretty much what I do from coming from the bottom up with the heavy tanks. Once again, you don't want to come over here because just open roads, and then also right through here is open view spots. But once I finish taking out everybody right there, I come through, and then I just like at the bottom, I swing wide, okay, and work my way around, wanting to make sure there's no Artie over there. You know, there's no hidden tanks over here. Okay, you are a little exposed, but you still have a good amount of buildings here to protect you, and work your way across to the flag. Alright, now let's talk about tank destroyers. Pretty much the tank destroyers were the same thing. I mean, just sitting, if you're starting at the bottom flag, sitting at these spots right through here, shooting all the way up through are great spots. Same thing on the other side, great spots. Also through these areas are pretty nice, and pretty nice through here. Okay. Pretty much anywhere else, like these spots are okay, and this spot's okay. That one's okay. But pretty much anywhere else, you are going to get surrounded. Like if you're sitting here as a tank destroyer, okay, and you're shooting, oops, hit the wrong button. And you're shooting a tank right here, okay. His buddy's gonna come around here and shoot you in the butt, and you're not going to be able to turn around or anything. You're never going to be able to go anywhere. You could cut into here if you get a chance to, but you're exposing your sides and you can get tracked, and it's just not good for you. So staying in a sniper spot is the best thing for you to do. Now your medium and light tanks, good spots for you guys, of course, here, getting your spotting damage, getting your spotting in. Same things as the tank destroyers, okay? These areas right here, great for you. Medium tanks, use this area as your advantage, because while tank destroyers are sitting in this area and this area, or maybe even here and here, okay, use these buildings and your speed to cut in and out to attack these areas. Okay, reason why I say medium tanks should be the only ones really doing this, because heavy tanks don't have the speed to cut in and out of these buildings, because there are some spaces between some of these buildings, and you can get caught really quickly from a tank destroyer spotting and shooting the crap out of you. I believe right through here there is a huge gap that sees all the way through, if I remember right. So medium tanks are good for getting through here, taking out those tank destroyers that could be taking out anybody else, like the light tanks that are trying to spot. Now you light tanks, I'm just going to tell you straight up, on this map, since it's so small, sitting in these areas are good, but man, use this area too. There are so many spots for you to cut in and out of and to spot. you could get tons of spot damage through here. I've done it before. I've gotten a lot from just zooming around the whole map, not giving a crap. This is one of those maps that, yes, don't give a crap, just run around, you know. Alright, now last of all, you arties. Now there's a couple of different spots, and we'll start with the top. I've seen arty hide in here because there's a building here that helps out, protecting you. There's also spots right here in this back corner that are great. Now sitting here though, I would say is a bad spot because of the line of sight that that road has. Someone could just come up this way, see you, and shoot you up. Over here is a kind of okay spot. Arty, unfortunately, you don't get a great amount of spots to hide. It sucks for you guys, but you do have a lot of open area to kill people. So just remember, every second that you waste, you know, trying to sit up in the perfect spot is more time that they're going to catch up to you and kill you. Okay. Also, down through here, same thing. Very opened area. You can use some of these buildings for your coverage, arty, but not the greatest. I would highly recommend. I've seen some people sit back here. I've seen some people sit in this brush line here. And then I've seen a couple, not a lot, but I would think this would be probably the best spot for y'all to sit. Yeah, there is a line of sight right here, but if you sit just on this corner of this box, that should break that line of sight, and you should have free range to shoot all the way up to about this point without having the buildings in your way. Okay, these buildings right here are the only ones that should be in your way. Should be able to shoot all the way through here just fine. And then the rest of the map from, I would say, tier 6 or 7 on up, depending on your tank, should be able to have the range to at least get through there, if not further. I know tier 10s could be able to hit all over the map, so but yeah. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys like this little video. Let me know if you guys do, if you guys want some more. I know this is kind of like a rough thing to talk about and to use as illustrations. I want to use in the top left corner, I want to start putting a video up there of the different things I'm talking about. I'm not going to have a video for everything, but eventually I want to put a video up there. But I kind of figured this would be an easier way to describe on a map instead of doing like I usually do, which is like clicking the different spots, like here you should go here or here or here, actually inside the game. At least now I can take my time to describe the maps and tell you guys what I feel should be the way for you guys to go. So, but anyways, guys, I'm WizardKen. Until next time, see ya.